Okay, Coach. Well, we are about a $50 cab ride away from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium. From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Rams and the New York Jets. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Like 20. Watch the run, watch the run.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Goff now looking to throw. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
180. 57. Come on. 2 for 1. 2 for 1. I'm going back to you. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Now a first down throw. Goff. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick, and he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. Remember, of course, he threw 5 interceptions in that loss last week. Opening drive, same result here.
But it's hard to believe that you can throw 5 in the previous week and start out your very next game the exact same way. He's going to need a lot of support on his own sideline. Make sure he gets really fully, mentally into this one.
66. Fully high. 49. Check 49. Check 49. Quick the edge. Quick the edge. Go. Jet.
A first carry for Trenton Cannon. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Let's keep moving. Check 9. Check 4. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Check.
On 1st and 10, Love. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Leo. Check 24. Yep. Check 52. Check 13. Check 30. Undercrush. Ready, go.
From the gun on 3rd down, Love. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A 20-yard touchdown as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. On the stop there defensively, Marcus May with the tackle.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. From the 25 on 2nd down, Goff. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Check 37. Check 37. Go on. Go on. Take the
2nd and 5. And the ball comes out. Love lost it. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. From the 44, Goff. And that's complete to Cooks. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Switch up, switch up. Yes! Perfect. Come in. We lock it. Come to my world. Slam, slam, slam.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Love. And some room to work. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Gerald Everett, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Well, that didn't take long. The turnover instantly almost turning into points.
And when that happens, a lot of teams have the mentality of let's strike right now. You've got them off balance after the turnover or the takeaway. Let's go get it. And that's exactly what they did.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown. So 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10.
Yep. 53. Hard. Mike. Let's go, tackle. You're out. We got this. Check. Check out. Zoom, fellas. Let's go. Set, go.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates are going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. That one goes for 24 yards. On first down, it's Gurley. They'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Got 180. Get the ball.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. From the gun, here's Gone. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Back, squeeze, get in there. Go. Hot.
Looking to throw. Love. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Here we go.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Bravo. Go. Watch the twist. Rush in. No.
Off play action. Love. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Can connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. Throwing again. Love. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Operating from the gun. Love. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Cannon. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. From the gun, Love, over the middle, complete. It's Cannon, and he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
On 1st down, Love. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
To throw again. Love. That's complete. It's Bell. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Operating from the gun. Love. Caught here by Bell. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. This quarterback now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10.
Watch twist. Watch twist. Charge. Lucky. You're out. Wide. Yep. Wide. Get wide. Ready.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Love. Got a man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Trenton Cannon, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Jets are going to retake the lead. Well, I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, but his top 2 options were not available on that throw, so he went the safe route. Worked out pretty well.
It was like you were in the pocket. How about you going through the progressions like that? What a lot of offenses say, touchdown to check down. Look downfield first, bring it back to the line of scrimmage. Not easy for a rookie to do. Oftentimes they get one look, and they make their decision off of that. He went through 3. That was impressive.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
From the 31, Goff. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working.
Six guys. Check 6 guys. He's cracked. He's checking crack. Go.
Throwing on first down. Love. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
That's good for Jets. First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
On first and 10, Love. And he rifles one incomplete. Vincent Smith, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Throwing again. Love. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Throwing on third and long. Love. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Corey Littleton. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. That pick hurts a little extra because it was third down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on, because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now those went by.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On first down, gone. They'll find Everett there, complete. And deep he goes into Jets territory before being taken down. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Out of the gun, gone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
And he's got it. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. They come out here in the eye. The line of scrimmage is the 2 here on third and goal. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley in the final seconds of the first half. And the Rams are once again going to retake the lead. Zerline now for the PAT. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead.
Makes the score Rams 17, Jets 14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free.
That's caught at the 25. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up. And we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Hey, switch gears. Go on. Ready, go.
To throw again, Love. And he comes back with one complete. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1.
Lock it. Now. Ready, go.
From the gun, Love. The open man is Smith. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Another carry now for Gurley. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Now Goff on 1st down. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. Gurley's got the first down and then some. And finally down at the 36-yard line. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Henderson. And he'll go down at the 28. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They had enough yards for the first down, but a clutch hit right there defensively. Jars it free. No first down.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He made his first attempt, this from 45. Zerline's kick is up and through. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Ready. Squeeze, double. 49, check 49. 22, jet bomber, 22, jet bomber. Hard. Check 9. Check, you're out.
They'll run on first down with Cannon. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Yep. Mike, he's coming. Check in. Here we go, D. Mike 28. I'm trying to collect. Mike 28. Mike 28.
Operating from the gun. Love. It's caught at the 10. Give him 30 yards there.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game.
66. Bullet ride. Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike. Defense wins championships, baby. Orbit. Check. Let's go.
From the gun, Love. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that will put them on top here in the third. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. set to begin their next drive. The Rams offense at the line. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
180. 57. Yeah. Check 3. Check 3.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
5. Tighten up. Kill. Turn up. Kill.
On 2nd down and 4. Goff. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Goff. And that will be incomplete. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. And with that, the lead changes hands here in this 3rd quarter. So it's his 3rd field goal now with the ball game, and they've needed his leg. This last one gives him the lead. It's been a back-and-forth kind of a game, hasn't it? Now you got to tell your defense, guys, need you to make this stand up because we got the momentum going in the right direction, but we need you to make sure we carry it home. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more. And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive. And we'll see if they can do just that. Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter of play. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a good one so far, just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4.
Mike 28, and watch your leg. Mike 28, go. Come on, let's go. Hey, number 28, Mike.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Love, and his throw is incomplete.
So much of this game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them as they try and catch the ball.
Check safety. Squeeze, get in there.
On 3rd down, here's Cannon.
You ain't going nowhere.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have it first.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10.
Safety's creeping. Sponge. No. Kill.
Back to throw. Love. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Love. This one caught by Davis. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
I got you, boy. Show me that. Show me. Sling. Go.
Operating from the gun. Love got his man complete over the middle. It's Bell. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Second and 1. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bell. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
He completes this one to Mack. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The Jets on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
Go, go. 53. 53 is mine.
From the gun, Love. That's going to be caught by Crowder. It's a Jets touchdown. Jamison Crowder, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And that one goes virtually nowhere. Tried to fake extra point, but nothing comes of it. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they load him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. On 2nd and 10, Goff. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? No pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is brought in at the 21. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. On 2nd down, this is Cannon. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Check 53. Hey, watch the slant.
Operating from the gun. Love. He'll find Hall. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
Mike, 53.
On 1st down, Love going to throw deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. That one looks like he'll throw here. Complete. Smith has it. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. They have to love seeing that from their young quarterback here in the 4th quarter, able to further that lead with a touchdown pass.
He didn't go turtle, did he? And you know what I mean by that. I had an old coach used to say all the time, hey, when we have a lead late, don't just tuck in and try and ride it out. Go out and play and extend the lead. And that's what he did.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. One play has them to the 37 here for 1st and 10. They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way.
And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked.
My, oh my, they've had some success bringing him off the edge. How about the gambling man who's the defensive coordinator? He's not just bringing pressure, he's bringing a corner to go after the quarterback.
And it's worked twice now, twice like a charm.
And not only does that work like a charm, he's been awfully disruptive in his usual role covering receivers. Now he's rushing the passer as well.
Give him 9 on the carry, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. as time has run out on this football game. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets, and it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow, and for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold, I kept thinking about when we did our training camp tour, and something that you noticed along the way. Just about every camp we visited, when the defense got together, everyone was doing ball drills. Defensive linemen, linebackers, secondary, because they understood how vital it was to take the football away. And they wanted every opportunity. When the ball was knocked free, they want all those guys to be familiar with touching the ball so they could pick up the fumble or get the interception, and we saw it pay off in this one here.
Yeah, 5 times. They'll remember this one. So for the Jets, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for L.A., they'll fall to 1-2, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.